Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. I'm going to try a different kind of video. And if this works out, I will be doing this more often because I think it's just kind of cool. I don't know if you'll think it's cool or not, but I think it's cool. So I hope you think it's cool. Anyway, what I'm going to do, what you see in this bag here is a bunch of books. Now, those of you who came over from my MBV channel know that I'm a big reader. In fact, I think I got a video there called "The Readers Are Leaders." And so, yeah, I'm a big reader. A lot of you also know, at least a lot of you that came over from MBV know that I bought a Kindle. And I love that Kindle. I love it, love it, love it. But when I bought that Kindle, I did say, as much as I love the Kindle, I still like books. I still like the feel of them. I like the way they smell, especially older books. There's just something special about books. So, you know, and a lot of people probably didn't believe me when I bought that Kindle, but I will hopefully always buy actual books. Although I will tell you that Kindle is so weak. Anyway, so what I did was, this is going to be a book haul video. And those of you who don't know what a book haul video is, a book haul basically is me showing you a bunch of books that I recently purchased and telling you a little bit about them, why I purchased the books. They're not book reviews because I haven't read them yet. But you should know, and let me give you guys some insight. If you're readers, if you guys like to read, don't pay retail for books unless you absolutely feel the need to have that book. I mean, I shouldn't say have that book, but have that book right now. I love buying used books. Used books are my favorite books to buy. And you know, here's the thing, what I do. These books here are books that came from the Goodwill. But I'm also a big fan of buying books at the library. A lot of time your local library will be trying to get rid of older books, and they'll sell them for like $1 a piece. As will, you know, I believe, I want to say hardcover books at Goodwill, and you know, I said because I just bought these, I don't remember, but I want to say they were like $1.50 a piece. Salvation Army is another great place to get used books. It's just, to me, it's a way to recycle. Because you know how green I am. It's a way to recycle. And you know what? If you're a cheap bastard like me, it's a great way to save some money. So if somebody comes out with a book you really got to read, then sure, buy it then. But if you can, hold off. All right, now. So what did I buy at the Goodwill? Well, let's check it out. The first book I'm pulling out of here, and the only reason I know this one is because it was on the top. A National Party No More. This is a really, really interesting book. Some of you may remember Senator Zell Miller, Democrat. Democrat. He would be what most people would refer to today as a blue dog Democrat. Okay, a Democrat that's pro-guns, pro-God. You know, in a lot of ways, very, very conservative. You'll find a lot of those in the South. Some people refer to them back in the day as Reagan Democrats. But Zell Miller is a fascinating guy. He spoke 1 year at the Republican National Convention. Just an interesting thing. It's the conscience of a conservative Democrat. My kind of Democrat. My kind of Democrat. This book's been out for a while, I'm sure. I've always wanted to pick up the book, but I just never did. And then, let me see. There's the copyright date, 2003. So I waited a little bit to buy Zell's book. I don't know how Zell's doing. I haven't seen him in the public eye in a long time. He was no spring chicken back then. So I don't know. I wish him well though. But I'm excited about reading this book. I cannot wait. Next book, America Out of the Ashes: True Stories of Courage and Heroism. I'm really excited about reading this book too. You know, I know this is a bit dated, but I'll be honest with you. Look, when this came out, it was $16.99, and I got it for $1.50. And you know what? Very cool. Very, very cool. So, anyway, looking forward to reading that. All right, The Street Lawyer by John Grisham. I've not read a lot of Grisham's books, but I mean, the ones that I have read, I've really enjoyed. So I'm kind of excited about this. Once again, this was another book that was expensive when it came out, and then I got it for $1.50. And this one came out, where's the copyright? 1998. So yeah, I mean, now sometimes you do find new books at the Goodwill. I mean, fairly new, but hey, the savings is awesome. All right, Rick Warren, The Purpose-Driven Life. Now, I don't know. You know, I heard a lot of hoopla about this book at one point. I think it was one of Oprah's beloved books. Over 6 million copies sold. I'm gonna reserve judgment. You know, it says a groundbreaking manifesto on the meaning of life. I don't know. I hope it has as big of an impact on me as it seems to have had on other people. Okay. The Bourne Ultimatum. I've read none of the Bourne books. I have seen the Bourne movies. Some of you have probably seen the trailers on YouTube for the new Bourne movie. The best part about the new Bourne movies is that, from what I can tell, other than a couple of photos, Matt Damon ain't in it. You know, and here's the thing, kind of a message to the Hollywood elite out there, the hardcore left wing, your Matt Damons, there's a whole slew of those idiots. You know what? Entertain me. I just want to be entertained. The minute that you start spewing shit about Republican politicians, you know, you've lost me. I will go see the new Bourne movie, but if Matt Damon was in it, I probably would have waited till it came out on DVD. So anyway, the Bourne Ultimatum. I'm looking forward to reading that. Okay, let's see what we got. The March. I've never read any of this stuff from this guy. It says that he's the author of Ragtime and Billy Bathgate. So I don't know. It should be interesting. I think it's based on the Civil War. You see, now this book, I don't know if you can read it or not, but it was 49 cents. So, you know what I'm trying to say. Here's the great thing. So you buy a book for 49 cents at the Goodwill, and they do good work at the Goodwill. I mean, there's some ways at charity, so you can feel good about it. You know, how awesome is that? Corning and the Craft of Innovation. I don't even know why I bought this. I'm not really sure. It's another 49 cent book. Says from light bulbs to optical fiber, 150 years at the cutting edge. Yeah, well, okay, I guess if it talks about all the advances, that's probably why I bought it. I'm sure it interested me at the time. And then Patricia Cornwell's, was it the Scarpetta Factor? I don't know. I think you know what? Somebody told me to read some of her stuff, and I think that's why I bought it. I don't know. I don't always read just political stuff or thrillers or anything like that. I like to read all kinds of everything. You know, all kinds of everything. So anyway, let me know in the comments section if you're cool with this kind of video. It may give you some insights on me and the way my mind works. The things that interest me as far as reading. I'd like to see if you guys want to make a video reply to this and show me some of the books that you're interested in reading. I'd appreciate that. A lot of my books that I buy are political books, but clearly not all of them. So, you know, I'm a very complex individual. So anyway, this is my book haul. I'm going to try to do this on a monthly basis if I can. I'll read these books in a couple weeks, and then, of course, I'm always simultaneously reading 3 or 4 books on my Kindle. It's just bizarre how I do that. I may even do some book reviews, like the Zell Miller book. But if I do book reviews on this channel, it'll be on the political books. So, anyway, until the next book haul, if there is a next book haul, like I said, let me know in the comment section if this is something you're interested in seeing from me. But until the next book haul, happy reading. Everybody take care. See ya.